Hey guys, welcome back to Phil Plays TCG. It's been a little bit. I've been a little under the weather, but I want to get this video out here because I want to let everyone know what the hell happened at Bandai Card Fest last weekend. And here with me to kind of go over everything is a good friend of the channel, Cody Wojciech. How's it going, my guy?
Hey, what's going on, man?
No, not too bad. We've been talking quite a bit before we started recording, but I wanted to let the people know because a lot of people are a little confused on what happened exactly at Cardfest. And you're kind of like the guy who kind of knows a little bit of everything that's going on in the community. So I just want to ask, what exactly happened at this event?
So there's a lot of things that went wrong, but almost all of them, I want to start the conversation with this. Almost all of them are strictly regarding the tournament organization as a whole, right? The actual spectacle event was very good, but as a event called Card Fest, I would expect there to be card games and events, and playing those card games would be like a primary part of those. But unfortunately, given how all of the side events essentially for every game was ran, there were 30-minute waits with like 25-minute repairs and everything like that, just going back to back to back. Tournaments were just delayed, and even in the case of Dragon Ball Fusion World, multiple of the side events were just canceled in the same day. So yeah, like people were waiting several hours. People had flown out intending to play like in the second side event and not get the one in the morning. So when they waited and arrived to go play, they were unable to because the event would get delayed, and they said, okay, it's starting at like 3. So 3 o'clock comes around when it was supposed to start at 2. Okay, it's delayed. They get another delay, and after waiting around for like another 40 minutes, all the events are canceled. So, and it wasn't for the fact that there wasn't people. There were plenty of people. The TO just really dropped the ball. And if you don't know, the TO is Play TCG. This is a common occurrence for them as far as running tournaments. They did it all the time in UK. I mean, you can just ask any UK player about the horror stories of Play TCG. They've dropped several events here. They're I want to say they're like hit and miss, because when they do run a tournament pretty good, it's like okay, but the issue is that the consistency is extremely not there. I expect them to drop the ball and fail and run a tournament badly more than I expect them to succeed.
I mean, that's fair. Like, I guess I don't know if I've had very much experience with Play TCG. I know like Pro Play Games has done a lot of really successful tournaments, at least ones I've been to. But from what the community has told me, that they waited in like hours in line to get their participation, their sign-ups. The lines weren't being properly regulated. Like there's a story about a guy who waited he got there almost an hour and a half early before any of the event started, because he thought, okay, an hour and a half is plenty of time to get in there, get my stuff, and go to my event. And he was in line for about 30 minutes without it moving whatsoever, when he realized, oh shit, I'm probably not going to be able to get my stuff, because there were so many people that were budging in line, or like, hey, I know you, man, like, hey, let me get in line with you real quick type deal, which hate that. Like, I'm sorry, but like, don't do that. That's not cool.
Yeah, don't abuse the line, please.
Yeah, just like go away in the back of the line. And like a lot of events that were set up for specific times, but then after people who had to wait in line to get their stuff, they couldn't make it to their event, and that's just shitty. But it does sound like it was a lot of the side events that were the issue, not the main events. The main events sounded like they were ran pretty good overall.
The main stage was the main event was great. The spectacle was good. I mean, obviously Bandai will definitely put on a show. That's one of their favorite things to do. So they did a great job with that. I mean, all of that was smooth. The issues with Play TCG, though, as far as running all of the tournaments and the events, they had the Fusion World players basically in a closet. Like, it was very small.
I saw that. That's kind of messed up.
So there was so many issues going on at this event. I did not attend, so I did not get to see all of them, but I have so many pictures and so many stories, and they're all like consistent. So. Wait,
hold on. Battle Spirits had a better turnout than Fusion World?
Did Battle Spirits have a better turnout?
I was gonna say, like, they put Fusion World in the closet. Like, where'd they put Battle Spirits players? Like,
I don't even know what they did with Battle Spirits players, man. Maybe they were having to play in the bathroom. I don't know. I have no clue, dude.
I'm sorry for anybody who's playing Battle Spirits watching this. I just don't hear anything about your game.
Your game has such cool artwork, though. I'm not gonna lie, really sick artwork.
It is. It's really cool artwork. I tried. Yeah. I have some starter decks of it. I just can't get into it. But
no. It's I don't like it either.
This is all in good fun.
But no. Honestly, I think the issue is just Play TCG constantly drops the ball in terms of tournament organization. They probably have a few that they consider like successful runs, but the players at large have always complained about Play TCG. And I mean, I still miss PPG's tournament structure, but I don't know how good PPG could handle like running like big spectacle events, but as far as running tournaments, PPG was very good, like very, very good. I dare say the best.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I've never had any issues with any of their events that I've been to.
No.
I heard though that this event, like there was like 1 or 2 people working the prizing booth where like you went to go get your prizing for the event, and just one guy working the booth when there's a line of hundreds of players.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like, you don't have to be a genius to understand the math. The numbers don't match up. The math ain't mathin'.
No, I mean, basically, yeah, they were super understaffed too. That was another thing. Like they were extremely understaffed. There wasn't enough bodies. And I mean, they could have just hired more bodies, but obviously all the budget went into the main stage, and clearly they didn't know what else to do. So they really needed to get maybe 3 times the amount of people they had minimum. That was a huge mistake, massive blunder. The organization was just the worst I think I've ever heard of from a tournament, like ever. And if that's what Bandai's showing off right before Nationals Worlds, that's not very good.
Yeah. Can we also talk about how we do some One Piece here on the channel. We've kind of talked about a little of One Piece, but like they had a celebrity show up or a streamer show up for Cardfest. I show Speed for the fucking One Piece event.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, I'm not a big fan of the guy. There's some controversy with him, like how he accidentally flashed himself on stream at one point, and like nothing bad happened to the guy. So I don't understand why they thought that was a good idea to bring him just at all to the event. Like I know he's a huge One Piece fan, but like, come on, like there could have been.
All right, I'll give you a choice: him or Asmongold.
Oh,
if you had to choose, if you had to pick one.
I don't like him either. Like,
see, I think I'd have to go with Asmongold simply because he doesn't have any ever issue about flashing himself to people accidentally on stream.
That's true.
He said some stuff, but he's never flashed anyone on stream. So I think I'm a little bit more inclined to give it to Asmongold.
Yeah, even though he kind of just lives in like a pile of garbage, but
Hey, that's one man's garbage is another man's treasure, I guess.
Oh god. Yeah, okay, I probably have to give it to Asmongold. Not a huge fan of either one of them, but get this shit. So some guy had him open his box of like the One Piece Premium booster, which is like the reprint set that came out late last year, and he just took one pack out of it. Just one top pack out of it. He rips open the reprint manga Luffy from set 5 out of the first pack. And he's showing it off like, oh, hey, yeah, look at this. And I'm just like, that's staged. That has to be staged. Like, there's no way.
That would 100% be staged.
Yeah, that could not have happened, like, realistically.
Hold on, wait, when's the last time a secret was the top pack in a box?
I'm not sure, but just the fact that it's like the Gear 5 Luffy, the one that like is the highest rarity card I think in One Piece right now, the fact that he pulls it out of the first pack of this premium box that he opens on camera, which is funniest thing ever, watching this guy open the box on camera. Like he didn't know how to open a box of cards, but yeah, I was just like, why? Like this is weird. Like
it was really cringy, yeah. Honestly. Like, and the fact the stream didn't even break, like I think it didn't even break like 15K viewers, which is pretty tragic. I mean, like for some reason, if you go to the Bandai page, like the Bandai Namco page, where they do like all the card stuff, like that stream that they aired it on is like says it was streamed 3 months ago, and it still has like the same view count from like 3 months ago. Like it's just adding up and not actually. It's not like, I don't know what they're doing with it, but it's really weird how they have that ran instead of just running like a new live stream every time. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. But yeah, like they didn't get a lot of viewership. Which, I mean, realistically, my issue here is like, as a card game company, you're caring more about the spectacle than you are the actual card gaming. And that's like, at the end of the day, it's players that drive your events, not like, if you don't have the players for the events, what you're going to have is just people showing up to get like random swag, right? And you're not a card con, you're just a convention. Right,
like people coming in here, like I knew, like you could tell it was right after Card Fest when all of a sudden people are just offloading all of their prizes, all of their like, you know, stuff that they got for going to the event. And these are like the only way, sometimes this is the only way you can get some of these cards, some of these reprint cards, promo cards, collectible stuff. And you know, yeah, there are some people that literally go there just to get everything and then sell it for like way more than it's probably worth online. And I know they do that to recoup their value. Like, I get it. You know, stuff is expensive. You want to spend as least amount of money as possible.
Well, you gotta understand, there are some people that play card games strictly for profit. They don't have any joy playing the card game. It's just like a hobby that makes them money, and then it's sort of fun to do. So, there are just people that do that. I happen to know of several personally. I'm not gonna say any names.
Oh yeah,
but
me too.
Yeah, but I honestly think that if card gaming is strictly for profit, which is really what Card Fest kind of is there to show off, essentially, because they're trying to make the spectacle bigger than the actual card gaming, like all the joy kind of gets ripped out of it, and it kind of just becomes cringy, you know. I think that like card gaming should be about card gaming. Personally, that's just how I feel. So I'm hoping that they have a like change of gears, haha, funny pun, going into the Nationals Worlds, and we see some really, really cool changes, and they really step up the tournament organization. I have a very heavy feeling that they're going to do that, and this might have been like a one-off thing. And I'm hoping, I really do hope it is just a one-off thing, where like maybe now they understand how large they could be. Maybe now they're like, maybe we just triple all of our hiring for these events and go from there. That would be a really good start. But I just kind of want Bandai to stay on track in terms of keeping the spectacle minimal, but when it needs to be big, make it big. So I think that they did a good job here at that. Like, they did a very good job making sure they had the spectacle portion of Card Fest, but they did a really bad job with the TO to get functioning and well done and well regulated tournaments out to the players, some of whom spent large amounts of money to fly all the way across the world basically to play.
Yep, exactly. And when you're spending all that money and taking all that time out of your week to be here, and it's run like absolute shit, you know, it makes you not want to go to any more of these, and two, you're really not going to help the brand out when you have to put out so many fires, when everyone's talking all this bad stuff about your event. You know, that's not good. That doesn't look good on Bandai. That doesn't look good on the tournament organizers. And so when people see like, oh, hey, this big event's coming up, who's running it? Oh, Play TCG. Ooh, I don't know if I want to go to that one, which is just.
And then, like they'll just move with you to like another game too. So like, imagine you like just, for example, quit playing One Piece or Dragon Ball, and you go to say, oh, I don't know, I'll play Star Wars Unlimited. Okay, just as an example. And somewhere down the line, Play TCG is running a Star Wars Unlimited event. Well, you already have a history with Play TCG being complete and utter dog doo-doo with other games. So you're just going to be a little less inclined to go and attend that event. So it's like, it's a thing that hurts your reputation really bad when you're known to run poor tournaments.
Right.
And it's just, unfortunately, the scope of the players is that they have, by and large, ran poor tournaments. Now, they have had a few good ones, but by and large, the brand agreement is that they have not done a good job, and majority of that the UK players will say is at the hands of Play TCG. I don't know anything about like half of them personally. Obviously, I think they're trying to do something that we the players need to have done. So I mean, I thank them for that and their attempt to actually put up their own time and effort to do so. It's just it's not enough is the best way to put it.
Right.
They need to probably maybe reach out to get some assistance from Bandai with more like resources or management. And I think if they can work together a little bit better, we can avoid having like only half of Card Fest be good. We had the fest, but not the card. That's the way I was like kind of trying to explain it. It's like, wow, what a good fest, but there's no card. And so that's kind of what I think they should do.
Right, like it makes sense, because if Bandai was like, hey, this is your budget, you can't exceed this budget for your hiring, for running the event, all that, that's one thing. If Bandai set the budget, that's really shitty. If Play TCG had kind of more free reign with like the budget of like how many people they could hire and all that, and they chose not to hire more people to save some money, that's on them. They're gonna have to deal with the consequences of that. But overall, if you run a successful event, people will talk about it and be more inclined to go to more events that you are organizing and you're hosting. And that, I think, at the end of the day, it's way better and easier to run a successful event and keep up that momentum, in my opinion, than it is to try to recover from a couple bad events and try to improve going forward, because you're already dealing with people having a bad mindset or a bad experience with what you've done before. It's going to be harder to get back those players or those fans, and it's just easier. It's going to be way easier and more cost effective in the long run to just make people happy and continue making people happy. Like, sure, stuff may come up where some stuff out of your control, some event happens, or whatever happens at your event outside of your control could negatively impact people. I get it. It happens. Not everything's gonna be perfect, but at least try. And I feel like Play TCG doesn't try as hard as other event organizers.
No, they don't. That's clear. I think maybe just working, like I said, working more with Bandai, like working closer with Bandai might be a good idea. Like, obviously show them that, hey, if Bandai was in charge of the appropriation of funds, be like, hey, clearly we had a huge issue in this area. We need help with that. And try to get that worked out, because obviously if the card part of Card Fest keeps failing, people are not going to be too happy about Card Fest.
Right, and this should be awesome. It's a celebration of all their games, which Bandai, you got too many games. You got too many games, Bandai. But you got Digimon, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Union Arena, Battle Spirits, now Gundam coming out later this year. Possibly another game that a lot of people were talking about. Possibly there's a Naruto game coming out through Bandai.
Oh, we don't know. We don't know yet.
We don't know. All we saw is somebody posted a picture.
Just a poster.
Poster in the way back.
Just a poster.
Yeah,
they didn't say anything.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. But if they're making another game, you gotta do better. You just gotta do better. But
I agree.
But I think that'll do it for this video, guys. Kind of wanted to give you a little bit of rundown of the event, and like I said, neither one of us had been there, but from what we've heard, Cody just got his finger on the pulse of of the card scene, so he's gonna know a bit more. But yeah, overall the event could have been run better, but some people still said they enjoyed it. They had fun, but could have been done better for the side events, at least, because if you fail out big in the main event, you always have the side events to go to. But if the side events are run poorly, then it just kind of ruins everything,
I agree.
Oh my god. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Make sure to the like button and subscribe if you haven't. I'm on my way to 2,500 subs, and I appreciate any and all support you guys are willing to give, especially since I took a little bit of a break with a slight move and sickness. But thank you, Cody, for hopping on the video and kind of helping me go over the event.
Oh no, you're very welcome, man. Anytime.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this one. Until the next video, take care.